Shalom everyone. I know that you can't see me very well. I'm just sitting on my couch in my living room, just relaxing and meditating, and it's in the evening time, and I just wanted to share something that was running through my spirit with you all. So if you are new, look, I just get on my channel any old way. And so here we are. Welcome. It gets real on my channel. I don't hold back. I could come across church and religious, but I'm not. But I do believe in prophecy and scripture. I'm just free spiritually where I am at. And anyway, I do honor Jehovah Elohim, maker of heaven and earth. So welcome if you stay. If you don't, then you weren't supposed to. You'll click off. And anyway, those of you who are returning, welcome back, guys. Happy birthday, happy anniversary, and all that kind of stuff. I hope it's been fantastic for you. Listen, you know, oftentimes, I just did a reading, a very profound reading, and somebody was just thinking about how to steal from somebody. And also, it's known that somebody's defeated as well. And I didn't bring that out in the reading because it was just the way that things were hitting me as I was reading within the moment. But it is also known that, you know, somebody is defeated. But look, people, we are living in the hour where it's known that people have signed their soul away and taken the mark and done some stupidness. If you missed the cardinal-fixed-mutable sign readings, those are down below, and Jehovah brought out on the general reading twice back to back that there was a fallen entity, and he's been bringing that out quite often. And then in the fixed sign, I think it was a fixed sign, he stated that there was nymphs around that will take you to fallen entities into the earth and stuff like that. Was really coming out in this reading that I just did. There is something going on in the now that I actually caught, and I know this is, you know, controversial with people. But I know who my Elohim is, and I got way too much evidence that prove his existence and how he speaks so profoundly. And Jehovah don't lie to us, and his word tells us about bribes and how somebody will take and pervert the way of somebody by giving a bribe, you know. And I don't watch the news, but sometimes Jehovah will have me run across something, or very few and far between do I turn my TV on to watch something. Actually, I watched a couple movies back to back last night, and I don't ever do that. Normally, I'm just in a state of meditation, wanting to hear from Jehovah. I read for you all because I don't have nothing else to do, and I'd rather have my time touching the spirit in ways of knowledge and understanding, because of the times that we do live in, and allowing him to bring something forth so that we can be navigated in our way to get the victory because of where we are today in prophecy and the kooks out there. Okay, we got walking zombies now because of what's going on. So it's controversial for some people when I've done videos and Jehovah bring out about the pandemic. Okay, and so you can get, you know, obviously I'm supposed to be a free country and you should be able to have freedom of speech, but I've had a reading come out, I don't know, a couple months ago. I don't know when you're catching this video, but I did a reading one day and they tried to rip my video off because what came out was something about the pandemic and the fake and stuff about it. And really, if you really truly love Jehovah, he is our healer, and things, you know. Anyway, I got on and addressed right after that to YouTube about touching my videos, because you touch them, you're actually touching the word of Jehovah. I'm nothing, but Jehovah has had me sit down and write certain things on certain cards, because he's addressing people that he's our healer. Okay, I'm not saying that we don't need doctors and things like that, so please, there's fine lines to everything. But if you sit back, and I've talked about this before, and really understand that people got these masks on, but they're going in, they're touching all over the stores, and then they come back and they get in their vehicle and they take their mask off and don't even think twice that I've just touched 50 billion things that other 50 billion people touched as well. And just this right here is my safety. If I don't have it on, then I'm subject to what? To anyway. Hope that made sense. I'm going to tell you something that I seen on the news, and there's some type of an incentive right now being given by our government to get people in there to get this shot, where money is connected to it, which would be technically a bribe. Okay, we want as many people as we can get in there to get this shot, and we'll give you some type of incentive where money is attached to that. That's bribery in a sense. It's spiritually, whether they understand that or not. Jehovah stated it was, and that reading that I just did, there was a doctor there, and the death card set right next to it. And people taking those bribes and signing off on some stuff, and given where we live at today in prophecy, where the mark of the beast, and it can be traced back to just even a scratch, and I've talked about that before. It's real important that people really go within and figure out, well, what is the real reason why I would take this incentive? Is it because you're broke? Because Jehovah says, I supply your needs. If my channel for the last 3 years has not proven his magnificent power to provide, then people, I don't know. I don't know what to say to you at that point. But I need you to really go within. I mean, obviously people have free will. I'm just telling you that the love of money is the root of all evil, and people who are running to money that would not ever, even think in their mind at this point, I don't want a shot, but well, if you add money to it, okay, I'll go run to it. You're going to lose your soul for some people. I mean, obviously only Jehovah knows your heart. And we're living in a very critical hour. Who do you love? Do you love Jehovah? Because you can't serve money and God at the same time. You can't do. You're either going to love the one or hate the other, and it's the truth. And anyway, my job and what I'm called to do in the earth is to listen to the great King of Glory and do what he tells me to do. And I felt that I needed to share this with you. We got people's souls on the line. Actually, at the top of the mine was the card in that deck that I was using that has a meaning of the soul leaving its body. Somebody who's just literally lost their soul. And the mark was there. The Tav, signing and taking the mark, was there on the death card and the doctor. Okay? I don't mean to make anybody afraid if you've already taken a shot. If you're ignorant to something, and again, only Jehovah knows your heart. I'm just telling you what he's said to me, okay, about this matter, and it was literally showing it there, okay. Do what you feel like you got to do. But stay true and keep your confession. If your confession's right, then that's between you and the Most High. I'm just telling you what was out there. And we do know that the scripture is in the tarot, and the living word still lives today. And don't be foolish, because the fool is the Tav. It represents the sign. It represents the mark as well. We had the T come out quite a bit today in the Cardinal Fixed and Mutable Sun readings, and it came out again in that reading that I just did as well. And the T is the mark, or the X, or whatever. Okay, if this got uploaded, then I guess you got to listen to it. I know that my offline people are listening to it, and I just needed to share it. I'll run this back. If I just needed to tell you people that are on the other end of this phone, then I guess it was just for you. But I wanted to share it. If you got to watch it on my channel, then I guess you got to watch it on my channel. I'm just sharing what was going on in my spirit about it as I was meditating and what I seen. Shalom.